right. Well, hey, church, great to see you. I'm here with Bret Johnson. Bret has become a good friend of mine. And Bret, you are the president and founder of a ministry called the Hastening, and you're in Las Vegas there. I want you to share a little bit more about who you are, what you're up to. But Bret, you're going to be here with us at Cornerstone at the end of January. And what's awesome is you led us, our team, there was 8 of us that went through Kairos together last fall. We had an awesome experience. Bret, tell us a little bit about who you are and what makes you tick and why you're coming to Cornerstone here at the end of January.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys in person. Andy, being with you in person. We've had a lot of time online together, and meeting your church family, which I'm sure is just incredible. I've had some incredible experiences in Wisconsin, not many, but I've just realized how friendly the people are there. And I look forward to do that. I do have, when I share with you at church, I have an incredible story about something that happened to me in Milwaukee. I hope I can work it into the message that
Nice.
Sunday morning. But yeah, I in my life, I've been a youth pastor and a church planter and a lead pastor and an associate pastor and a interim pastor. But my real passion and burden is to help people understand their place in the world Christian movement. Christianity is a revolution. Jesus came to start a revolution. And, I just read a line the other day, too. It was talking about the church. It says, the church on earth militant, the church in heaven triumphant. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, that's a great line. And I thought, that's what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of the church militant in preparation for the church in heaven triumphant. So that's my passion. That's my burden, is helping people understand their place in the world Christian movement. What's their place in this revolution that Jesus came to start?
Bret, I got to tell you, our class over and over, I've heard from people. I was just talking to Dan today, and Dan and his wife, Kim, were part of the class, and they're talking about missions and God just stirring in their hearts. And so sorry for calling you out, Dan and Kim, but there you go. And just really excited about what we learned from you, excited about, your heart for the Lord and your heart for what you just said. And that was really contagious to us. And church, I'm excited for you to hear Bret at the end of January. And, we're talking about missions here in our mission series. Bret's going to really cap that series with the ultimate or the finishing message there. Bret, what can we expect on that weekend? What are we going to be up to here together?
Well, I'm really excited about being together with your church, more than just on for a sermon or Sunday morning, but to actually engage one another. And we're going to do, I asked you if we could do a concert of prayer together. And prayer is so absolutely important in the work of God. And honestly, Pastor Andy, and you know this, a lot of prayer meetings at churches are boring, right? You picture them as a small group of people sitting around a cold, dank room, trying to think about things to pray about. That is the farthest thing from what I want to be involved in. So we're going to lead a concert of prayer on Saturday night that, a concert usually you go to and you watch. Well, this is a concert where you come and you're the stage. Like all of us are going to be participating in this, and God is the audience. And I guarantee you that it's just the absolute opposite of what people usually think of when it comes to a prayer meeting is awesome. Anyway, so that's one thing. And then I do want to share my heart in church. And we're going to do a message called The Hastening, which is the title of my ministry. And it comes from, we'll look at the passage in 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 10 through 12, where it talks about waiting for and hastening the coming of the day of God. What does that mean? And I don't want to give away my message, but that's what we're going to do on Sunday morning. And then there's a lunch afterwards, I understand, and that would be a great chance for people to come and engage and eat together, have fellowship together, maybe throw a question or two out after that. And I can give you one last parting shot together, and we'll become new friends.
Yeah. Church, I'm so excited to have Bret come. Bret, I'm really looking forward to that. Let me just recap what he just said. Saturday night, concert of prayer at 6:30, January 28th. Sunday morning, January 29th. Bret will be sharing in both the Sunday morning worship services. You'll also be sharing with our students and our kids. That'll be a great time. And then a lunch afterwards there. So church, let's continue to pray. Let's continue to mobilize. And you heard me say this last Sunday. One of the things the Lord's been stirring in me is just the need to pray more intensely intentionally for myself, but also not for myself, but myself praying for others and those kinds of things. I suppose for myself too, but also leading us to pray in that way together. So I just can't think of anything more important to do on a Saturday night than come together to pray for a concert of prayer. Bret, thanks for making yourself available. And church, let's be praying together. Let's be looking forward to what the Lord's going to do at the end of January and everything leading up to it. Thanks, Bret.
Great. Thank you, Pastor Andy. Look forward to being with you all that weekend.
Praise God.